What's going on, guys? My name is Pwn! This is America's Army Proving Grounds. And I'm sure you're asking yourself, what is AA Proving Ground? And the answer to that one is simple. One of the best things you can possibly have in your Steam library. I'd rate this game a solid 8.5 out of 10. To gauge my kind of judging scale, the only 10 that I can think of is probably Oblivion and Halo 2. Unreal's up there at around a 9. The original America's Army is at about a 9. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is about an 8, 8.5. Battlefield 3, about a 7.5. COD Black Ops 2, 6.5. So when I rate this game an 8, what I'm trying to say is, just summarize this as best as possible. This is about the time of the year where I tell you guys and review some videos and games and tell you, oh, this is a good game to hold you over until the next Call of Duty or the next Battlefield or the next whatever comes out. This is a game that should be played alongside of those. This is a game that you should give a chance and that you should definitely heavily consider adding. Because it has one fine aspect that gaming has lost over the years, and that's the tactical, public aspect. Games nowadays like Battlefield and Call of Duty are great for what they are. And that is just mindlessly, farting ahead, not worrying about anything, playing selfishly, building for streaks, doing this stuff. But you don't have to think before you act. You just do. This game makes you think. Because if you don't, hey bro, you're dead. And nobody likes to be dead. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the game, as well as my history. If it was not for the original America's Army, I would have never played Call of Duty, or Battlefield, or any of the other modern shooters. It was the first game that I ever took, I guess, into a competitive nature. I did play it competitively. I played a lot of it. I played a whole lot of it. And just from jumping in this game, it's bringing me back. Now, the last two titles for America's Army were not that good. So I was kind of hesitant about this one. I was expecting to be disappointed. No, not having it. This game is incredible. It is a free-to-play available on Steam. Put it in your library, because it deserves to be there. I would generally say that this game is simple. Now, for most games, I would say this is simple, but that's what they're aiming for. That's what they're going for. There are 4 weapons total with about 2 scopes you can use. This game is not about flash. It's not about sex appeal or how many things you can add to it to make it look cool and better than the last year's. It's not about that. It's about staying true to what the game is meant to be, and that's supposed to be tactical, skillful, and you're needing a bit of synergy. You need communication and teamwork. You can see exactly right here. Call of Duty and Battlefield, I don't run around every corner then naturally ADS. I don't just aim down sight. You do that in this game. You gotta pay attention to where things are. You gotta communicate. And that is something that is built into the game as well. And it's not your standard run into an Xbox Live lobby with 12 kids quick scoping, just dicking around. You don't have that. You get into a game, you're going to hear people playing tactically. I'm smoking this. Cover me. I need to go revive this guy. Can you cover suppress fire? You see that stuff. These guys actually play like that. So the community itself is great. It is very similar to how the old Battlefield community used to be, kind of elitist, kind of not wanting kids to mess around. But at the end of the day, it's a solid game. They will come. And it's something that you're going to have to deal with and acknowledge. The game itself handles great. Visually, it's impressive. It's built on the Unreal Engine. It looks pretty damn good for a free-to-play. It holds its own. It runs smooth. I've not had any lag, any sort of issues at all. For being a beta, it's running to the extent that a full title release should be. If given the opportunity and this game was actually $60, I would definitely put the $60 forward. I would probably give up getting Ghosts or something for this game. And like I said, the tactical edge is something that has been missing from shooters nowadays. This game is kind of a happy medium between Battlefield and Arma. Now, this game is built where it's on the round system, where basically you have 1 life to live. If you die, you risk not being able to come back in. One thing that they have added from my previous experience with the original America's Army is the fact that you can revive people. Now, there are 2 things, I guess, rotating around the idea of reviving. One of which, you're vulnerable when you revive, but you bring your teammates back and you can fight up. Also, you're seeing me patty cake this guy right now. Yeah, I'm calling it the patty cake because I'm old school Battlefield. I have to bandage myself. The bleed out feature is here, and had I have not bandaged myself right there, I would have bled out and died. This guy right here is securing that body. He was not touching him, and I would not watch that normally. So, understand that this game has that tactical edge where these guys watch the corners, they work together, they move out together. You need the buddy system. You need to roll in together, because if you don't, you're going to be dead. And that's one of the things you have to worry about. For example, what he should have done right there, he should have secured my body so I couldn't have been revived, and then he should have went back out there. Because as long as you're still on the map and nobody has secured your body, you're still eligible to be revived. Short of a headshot, and I think you could be revived twice in one round, so technically 3 lives in a round if you've been revived twice, and counting your original starting life. So, this game does have that solid edge, it does have the competitive nature. Things like, for example, Battlefield, if it had the one headshot thing rule where if somebody got a headshot they couldn't be revived, there's just little things about this game that give it this kind of edge that I think put it well ahead of its time. This game was originally created as a recruitment tool for the US Army. That's what this game was meant for. Never in a million years had I thought a free-to-play game, just with that kind of selfish purpose, would have actually become one of the most important and most impacting FPSs in my life. And I am proud of them with this title. It still has that competitive nature. It still has the fact that you need to roll out as teamwork. It still means that you have to communicate. Can you play by yourself? Yeah. But you also have the ability to talk in-game and communicate with your friends. So never ever do you feel like you're alone when you're playing. Lone wolfing does not pay off. You can't just carelessly rush in there. Now, I do play a little bit more aggressive now that I'm used to the maps and everything like that. You're going to see more gameplay from me. This game is going to have a permanent spot on this channel. So when I speak highly of this game, it's because I have an emotional background with this game. It's because it's the game that got me into FPSs. Modern FPS. I played Unreal as my original FPS. That went into Halo. This game kind of got me into games like Call of Duty and Battlefield. And it's well deserved. It is that good of a game, and the fact that it is a free to play blows my mind. So, if you want to try it out, like I said, it is free to play. You can pick it up on Steam. I will definitely be teaching you guys a little bit more about these. Like I said, there are only 4 guns with a couple attachments apiece. The game is simple. It's not meant to be flashy or appealing or anything like that. What makes this game stand out from the other ones is the fact that you need to play tactical and you need teamwork. No other FPS out there offers that in a standard public game. Competitive, yeah, you can add competitive to these other titles. But every public game, look at this guy. He's going to revive me while the other guy steps out and covers me. Now that is what I'm talking about. You don't deal with that in these other shooters. So that's what I'm offering for you guys today, is a suggestion. Now, with the revival of this show, I wanted you guys to just experience exactly what this is, and I couldn't be happier with this title. So I would recommend you guys to check it out yourselves, play it with me, join the TeamSpeak, have some fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed the gameplay, many more to come. Thanks for all the support. Click that like button as it does help out a lot. This game needs to be out there a little bit more in my opinion. Hold that, Mr. Grenade! Oh yeah, I'll kill us both. Why not? Ha! Ow, hooah!